Basic composition of almond flour. Almond flour is made from finely ground almonds, usually blanched to remove the skins. It is high in healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Almond flour has a slightly nutty flavor and is often used in gluten-free and low-carb baking, providing moisture and density to baked goods. Basic composition of coconut flour. Coconut flour is made from dried coconut meat that has been defatted to remove the majority of its oil content. It is high in fiber and has a slightly sweet coconut flavor. Coconut flour is more absorbent than almond flour and requires more liquid in recipes to achieve the desired texture. Nutritional differences between almond flour and coconut flour. Almond flour is rich in healthy fats, protein, and vitamin E, while coconut flour is primarily composed of fiber, with fewer fats and proteins. Coconut flour is lower in calories and carbohydrates compared to almond flour, making it a preferred choice for those following a lower carb or ketogenic diet. Absorbency and baking properties. Coconut flour is much more absorbent than almond flour, meaning that recipes with coconut flour often require additional liquid to prevent the baked goods from becoming too dry or crumbly. Almond flour's texture is finer and more similar to traditional wheat flour, providing a softer and denser texture to baked goods. Flavor profile. Almond flour versus coconut flour. Almond flour has a mild, slightly sweet, and nutty flavor, making it versatile in both sweet and savory dishes. Coconut flour has a distinct coconut flavor, which can add a tropical taste to baked goods but may not pair well with all flavors. Almond flour is more neutral, allowing other ingredients to shine. Gluten-free baking with almond flour and coconut flour. Both almond flour and coconut flour are naturally gluten-free, making them popular choices for gluten-free baking. However, coconut flour requires more adjustments to recipes because of its absorbency, while almond flour can typically be substituted one-to-one with traditional flour in many recipes without needing significant modifications. Impact on blood sugar and carbohydrates. Almond flour is lower in carbohydrates than regular flour, but it still has a higher carb content than coconut flour. Coconut flour, being richer in fiber and lower in carbohydrates, has a lesser impact on blood sugar levels, making it a better option for those following a low-carb or diabetic-friendly diet. Texture differences in recipes. Almond flour tends to create a soft, moist texture in baked goods, while coconut flour often results in a denser, more crumbly texture. Because coconut flour absorbs so much liquid, it can lead to a dry and heavy texture if not paired with sufficient wet ingredients, while almond flour maintains a lighter, fluffier consistency. Cost and availability of almond flour and coconut flour. Coconut flour is typically more affordable and widely available than almond flour. Almond flour, due to the cost of almonds and the manufacturing process, tends to be more expensive. However, both flours can be found in most health food stores and online, often in gluten-free or specialty sections. Conclusion. Choosing between almond flour and coconut flour. Both almond flour and coconut flour offer unique qualities for gluten-free and low-carb baking. Almond flour provides a more neutral flavor and moist texture, while coconut flour is lower in carbs and more absorbent. Choosing between the two depends on the desired flavor, texture, and specific dietary needs of the recipe.